Channel6.ca, supported by... Are you looking for a new career that pays well and takes care of you? Then join us at Piderni's. We are driven to excel. Are you?
It's a tremendous amount of ammunition, and we're obviously, as a police agency and people living in our community, we're extremely concerned about this.
Alarm bells are sounding in central Alberta after a recent major trafficking bust announced in Red Deer yesterday. Criminals are in our neighborhoods, whether you like it or not.
It just goes to show that these things, despite their criminal nature, happen right next door to everyday folks.
The recent joint investigation between Priority Crimes Task Force and Calgary Police Service has put a significant dent in organized crime. And this stuff is happening in neighborhoods around you.
No, and what we found in the last two major operations that we've done is that it crosses all social boundaries and lines. This address here in Lancaster and our previous operation that we did, both ended up in higher end apartment buildings that, they're not obvious or conducive to drug or violent crime.
What's also happening is they're finding a lot more weapons involved in these crimes.
We see a lot of weapons either being carried, we were seeing them being used. A lot of them carry them for protection, not necessarily against anything but other rival criminals, I guess.
Thanks to the Priority Crimes Task Force, RCMP members in Central Alberta are working with other detachments around the province and the country, trying to end criminal activity.
We know that organized criminals are traveling not only within our province, but intra-provincially. And on a daily basis in Calgary, we're speaking to our partners in the Lower Mainland, Toronto, wherever we believe people are coming. So,
not only do they work in different jurisdictions, you can see they work in different commodities. There's stolen property here, there's armed robberies, there's drugs, so it's not only jurisdictionally, it's across commodities. So the importance of sharing this information between agencies, whether it be RCMP detachments or with our partners in Calgary or Edmonton, this is the result of that.
But where these busts begin is with you, the public. RCMP and police services require tips from the public to get things started.
We would love that to happen consistently, for people to stand up and take notice and not stand idly by and wait for somebody else to do it, because it's all of our job and all of our concern to care for the community, and one way they can do that is to report these kind of activities.
But what do you look for? What is suspicious?
I guess, lots of traffic. Traffic, by I mean foot traffic, people coming and going from a residence, multiple vehicles showing up at a residence, odd times or hours of the day. That's always something that's, I'm not saying that's always the case, but it's one of the indicators. And one alone won't specifically be a concern, but you add all these things together where, there's 14, 15 people coming and going from an apartment building, and then there's 7 or 8 vehicles that keep showing up at all hours of the night, and different disturbances and that kind of stuff. No matter how trivial it may seem, it could lead to something like this.